I just spent 100 hours researching the top AI tools so I could find the best 3 that could save you the most time and money. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down each of these tools, showing you how to use them, and I'm going to be calculating exactly how much time and money they're going to be able to save you. And so by the end of this video, you're going to know how to automate scheduling tasks, meetings, and habits using AI, how to automate appointment setting and customer service using AI voice employees, and how to automate content distribution using an AI writer. So the first tool we're going to be talking about is called Reclaim AI. And you can go to app.reclaim.ai in order to access it. So this app actually takes all of your tasks, your habits, and your meetings, and it schedules them based on the time that you have for work and the time that you have for your personal life to automatically find the best places to do certain tasks. I love this because it lets you adjust the priority of different tasks and habits to make sure that you're always doing the most important things every single day. And then if you have time for the less important things, it will automatically put it where it should go. So when I use this software, I'm able to be way more efficient because I don't have to be thinking all day about what tasks I'm supposed to do. I just look at my calendar, I do what it says, and I get everything I need to get done. So let me go through exactly how to set this up and how you can use it today. So once you create an account, you're going to come over here and you're going to press continue. Then I'm going to click on connect work calendar. So I cut that part out, but I just chose the email that I'm using on this account, which is joey@novaecho.ai. Then I'm going to press continue. I'm going to go for, I'll just do personal use. Just going to get through this. Now I'm just going to press continue and continue again. So we're actually just going to skip the rest of this. Skip, finish. Done. Cool. Amazing. You are now in Reclaim AI. So now once this loads, I'm going to show you exactly how you can use it and how you can start setting up habits and tasks. Okay. So now we are in Reclaim and I'm going to first go over to habits. Okay. Because the first thing that we're going to do in order to create this full planner for ourselves is actually just to create habits, because habits are things that you do every single day. Tasks, which you'll see right here, and I'll go through that in a second, are things that you do once, right? So a task could be follow up with Jerry. That's a task. A habit would be like go to the gym every single day or read every single day. That's personal. Business habits could be make one piece of content every single day. It could be send a newsletter every single week. Okay, so I'm going to make one with you guys right here. So we're going to press new habit. We're going to actually make this one for newsletter. So newsletter sending, whatever, right? Priority. I'm putting this as critical because in most businesses, newsletters need to get out on time. So I'm going to put this as critical. Then I'm going to come down here and my work hours are 9 to 5 on weekdays. You could edit these work hours. I personally work a lot more than that. If you work this amount, that's cool too. And you can use these hours. So you can repeat this weekly, once a week, up to 7 times per week. Obviously, that's once per day. You can repeat it monthly, daily, or you can do a custom one. I'm going to send a newsletter, let's say twice a week, okay? So press Monday and Friday. Monday and Friday are my ideal days to send a newsletter. Because this is critical, it's going to make sure that it's Monday and Friday. If I put this on low priority, if something else came in Monday or Friday that took up my whole day and it was critical, then it would actually move this to a different day, which is really cool. So I'm going to do ideal time, 9 a.m. works. Duration, let's say an hour. So it's going to be minimum duration. I'm going to put the minimum at 45 and the maximum at 1 hour, which means that if I have an hour and I don't have other stuff that needs to get done, it will give me an hour. But I can really do it in 45 minutes, just won't be as good. So if I have a cramped day, it'll still put in that 45-minute block. Now starting, I'm going to put that it just starts today, and we're not going to have an ending period. This is just going to go on forever. Now, should I make this public, default visible, or private? Public means everybody else in your team space, because you can have your whole team in here, and I'll talk about that in a second. We'll be able to see it. Private means that only you will be able to see it. So I'm going to just put it as private for now. If we want to keep this private, then we can put if the habit cannot be scheduled, should we just leave it on the calendar and double book ourselves, or should we remove it? I'm going to put remove it because that's the whole point. We want to make things easy for us to read. Next, do we want it to be use Reclaim AI? Do we want it to be always free or always busy? Always busy means that it's going to be there. Like nothing can overtake it. Even if it's a low priority, if it's there, it's there. Free means that everything can overtake it. And Reclaim AI means that it'll just adjust it based on the priority. All right, so now I'm going to scroll down. This is a dependency. So maybe if I send the newsletter after I write the newsletter, I can make another habit for writing the newsletter, put that before it, and make this one dependent on the writing the newsletter, which means it will always be scheduled after it. That's another very cool feature, but I don't have that right now. So I'm just going to press save. All right, and that's done. So now it's going to go into my calendar and actually schedule it out for the next 7 weeks. You can put as many habits as you want. So I recommend putting a ton of different ones. That way you can get everything you need to get done every single week. Personally, I have like 25 habits on here so that everything is just laid out for me every single week. The next step is you're going to go over to tasks. You're going to press new task. And this is where you can do things like follow up with Jerry. So I'll do that. Follow up with Jerry. This is going to save me 15 minutes. I do not want to split this task up. Splitting it up means that you can do part now, part later. I'm just follow up with Jerry. It's not going to take very long, but it is critical because Jerry wants to buy my product. So I'm going to put this as critical. It's going to be during working hours, not personal. And I want to schedule this for the 18th because that's when he said he's getting back from vacation. And it has to be due by the 20th because we got to get him quick. Okay, so we're going to press create. And it will automatically find the best time on my calendar and book that right in. When I look at Google Calendar, it's going to show me the time slot for when I'm supposed to follow up with Jerry. So if you put 20, 30, 40, 50 tasks here, it will still be able to schedule it so you can get everything you need to get done. Some of it will be pushed over the week after if it does not have a critical due date, but it will still be able to get done on time. The next feature is called Smart Meeting. So if you have your whole team on here, you're actually able to schedule a meeting for a time that every single person on your Reclaim is available. That's awesome because sometimes if you have like a 20, 30 person team, you do not know when people are available. Yeah, you can have your assistant go through the calendars and everything, but it's a pain, right? It's a pain. And what's best is you can just say, hey, I have a 1 hour meeting that needs to get done. I don't know when people are free. Let's put it on Reclaim so Reclaim can see when the most people are free. And then for the rest of the people, we'll adjust their schedule to make sure they are free. So it's all automated and it makes everything so much easier in the business world. And then some other features here, you can see stats for how many meetings you take, how much solo work you do, and how much personal time you have. So that's really nice to see. And you can tell how much you're working versus how much you're spending on personal stuff, which is always cool. So this was Reclaim AI. Awesome software. I do recommend that you try it out if you're looking to automate your business using AI technology, because the more AI that you implement, the faster you're going to be able to move and the quicker your business is going to be able to grow. All right, now the second tool that you can use to completely automate your setting for sales and your first level customer service is called Nova Echo AI. Nova Echo is an AI employee that can make calls over the phone for your business while sounding just like a human, and it can make 100,000 calls per hour. So I'm going to be showing you what the pipeline is like within Nova Echo and how you can use the system in order to get more appointments set and to help you with customer service. So I'm just going to walk through the different parts of this dashboard, starting with Nova Inbox. So in Nova Inbox, you can see all of the leads that you have. You can highlight them and you can perform actions on them. I'm going to click right here and you'll be able to see all these different data points on that lead. So you can also send emails, texts, and basically Nova Echo's multi-channel. So the main thing that it does is make sales calls and take customer service calls, but it can also help with sales and customer service through channels like email, text, WhatsApp, and other social medias, which I'll be explaining in a second. So Nova Dialer is actually a manual dialer feature. And so when Nova Echo calls somebody and finds out that they're interested in the product or service that that company is offering, but they didn't quite close yet, Nova Echo can automatically send that lead over to Nova Dialer. So Nova Echo sets appointments, but it doesn't necessarily close appointments. So when it sends the leads over here, you can have a human waiting that can just press let's start, and it will automatically dial all of these leads that the AI just called so that you can finally close on that lead. Next is pipelines. So we have a lead pipeline and a client pipeline. For the lead pipeline, let's say you have 10,000 contacts you want Nova Echo to call. It can call them all in a few minutes. After the call, the AI is going to move the lead into one of these categories. Either the lead answered the call but did not book the appointment yet, and in this case, the AI will automatically follow up with that person again using a different script, or there's a no answer, which means that the human didn't actually pick up the phone on the AI, so the AI is just going to keep redialing with that same phone number with that same script. Then there's the lead books a sales appointment, which is awesome. That means that the lead actually did book an appointment. So now the AI will automatically follow up with them before the appointment just to make sure that they're going to be there. And it'll also send them texts and emails to make sure that they know when the appointment time is and it's in their calendar. Then if a no-show happens on the appointment, all the salesperson would have to do is move that contact over here, and then it will automatically follow up with that person with text, email, and phone calls to make sure they book another appointment and reschedule. If they did show up to the call, then you can send a quote. You can move this over here, and that's a manual process done by the salesperson. Then there's a manual follow-up with the lead right after the quote is set because you want it to be super personalized. Then you can say if the lead was won and closed, if it needs a nurture, which means that the AI is going to auto follow up with that person every month. So nurture basically means like, okay, the person's not ready right now, but they will be ready in several months. So the AI will just follow up every now and then And then there's do not contact. That person is not interested. They do not want this product ever. So it's going to enable D&D automatically, so they will not get called, emailed, or texted. So that's the pipeline. So calendar is where you can go to see all the appointments that have been booked. And you can actually also see the different calendars of your different teammates and which appointments are booked on each of them. So because Nova Echo's inbox is omni-channel, you'll be able to connect your Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and other stuff in the template section so you can DM people from all these platforms within Nova Echo. Now, I'm not going to go too much more in depth into Nova Echo, even though it's such an amazing platform, because there's plenty of other videos about it on our page. And if you want to learn more, there's a link in the description. So the third tool I'm going to be showing you is called Cast Magic, and it's an AI that takes longer form content and turns it into various different forms of shorter form content so that you can distribute every single video you make to so many different platforms across so many different types of content. And I'm going to explain what that means in 1 second. So let me show you now. So for example, in the how to use ChatGPT for customer support video, this was uploaded and it shows the entire transcript of this video. You can listen to the video, you can change the speed of it, and you can read the transcript. But what's really exciting is that when you go to create content, it's going to generate for a second, but then it's actually going to create titles. It's going to create a YouTube description. It's going to create timestamps. It's going to create YouTube to tweets, threads by Instagram. It's going to create clips. It's going to find clips that you can clip up and create into short form content. It's going to do all of this completely automated for you and almost instantly. So what this allows you to do is take one piece of content and turn it into so many different other forms. It even has questions that people might want to ask so that you can add these to your website. You can add them under in the comment section, automatically just answer them. Whatever you want, it can be done. There's also Magic Chat where you can go in here and you can actually chat with the video. So you can upload a video and then you can chat with that video and ask questions about the video. What happened? What was said? What was going on? And it will be able to answer every single piece. So this can also be extremely useful when you're taking a super long form video, putting it in, and then trying to pull out maybe a blog post from it or pull out different things that you said in the video, but you won't necessarily remember when writing at a later time. Cast Magic will also automatically make this little audiogram for you, which you can use on other different platforms. So now that you understand how each of these three tools work and how you can use them, let's now figure out how much time and money can each of them really save you. So I want you guys to just do some rough math in your head, and I'll pause every couple seconds so that you have time to do it. So the first question is, how much time do you spend creating your schedule every single day? Yeah, whatever that answer was, that's how much time you're saving with Reclaim. And the second question is, how much extra money could you be making if you did every single habit and every single task you were supposed to be doing on time every day? I know it's just a guesstimate, but that is how much money extra you will make from Reclaim. Now, how much time and money do you spend hiring, training, managing, developing, motivating, and paying these sales and customer service reps that are not doing an optimal job? For some companies, that's in the millions or even more. That can get really, really expensive and really, really time consuming. So whatever numbers you just gave, that's how much time and money you would be saving by integrating Nova Echo AI. And lastly, how much time and how much money do you spend on employees who take your longer form content and clip it up into smaller form and shorter form pieces of content? Probably a lot of time and or a lot of money. And so that would all be saved if you used Cast Magic. So for some of you, this video might have just saved you a couple of hours every month and a couple $100. But for others, this may have saved you millions and millions of dollars and thousands of hours, depending on the size of your company. I hope that no matter what kind of company you are or what size you are, this video helped you, and I hope that you gained a lot of value from it. Now, if you want to get access to these tools, the links will be in the description. And if you want to keep learning how to save time and money using AI, then definitely subscribe. And if you want to see how we use the second tool, which is Nova Echo, to make 10,000 calls in one day to book appointments, then click right here.